Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the blues of February 2022. I'd like to begin with a small stack of Finnegan Syndrome titles. And the first one is the replacement disc of Flesh for Frankenstein. Apparently there was an issue with the 4K Blu-ray, which I was completely unaware of. But they have sent me the replacement disc, so thank you very much, Finnegan Syndrome. Yeah, what can I say about this company? They are definitely one of the best and one of the most customer-friendly companies out there, that's for sure. Next is Dead Heat on 4K. Yeah, very enjoyable, very absurd zombie comedy with great makeup effects by Steve Johnson, who is a legend in the business. Here's the other artwork, by the way. Yeah, with Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo. Directorial debut by Mark Goldblatt, a protege of Roger Corman's. He only directed 2 films, this one and The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. He's mostly known as an editor. He worked on Terminator 1 and 2, True Lies, Commando, Starship Troopers, The Howling, Rambo, First Blood, Part 2, and many, many others. But yeah, very nice release. Dead Heat. And you know, I just mentioned Commando and Rambo, and those movies are 2 of the many inspirations for Commando Ninja, which is ridiculously fun. You can clearly tell that the people behind it had a blast making it. It's a parody and also an homage to those 1980s genre movies. Rambo, Commando, but also Highlander, Predator, Mad Max, American Ninja, The Terminator, you name it, it's all in here. And there's also a little 90s element thrown into the mix, because there's a dinosaur in it. And dinosaurs were very popular in that decade, thanks to Jurassic Park. Show the artwork there. Yep, very nice. And they're currently working on the sequel, Commando Ninja 2 Invasion America, I believe it's called. Like the first one, they got the money together through Kickstarter. But yeah, lots of fun, Commando Ninja. And you can actually watch the entire film on YouTube. I'll put the link below for those who are interested. But I wanted to have a physical copy of this one. So yeah, Commando Ninja. Speaking of ninjas, here is New York Ninja. Kudos to Finnegan Syndrome, and especially to Curtis Spieler. He's the one who made this happen. The movie was originally shot in 1984, but it was never finished until 35 years later. Finnegan Syndrome had the original footage in their film archive, unedited and without audio track, and they scanned it, and Curtis Spieler cut it together, wrote a script, redirected it, and a band was hired to do the score, actors were hired to do the dubbing, sound effects were added into the mix, and this is the result. And I thought it was hilarious. I had a great time watching this one. If you want your movies to be so bad it's good, this is the one for you. I'm a little surprised that it wasn't finished in the first place. I mean, ninja movies were quite popular at the time, and at one point in New York Ninja, you see some people walking by a movie theater, and there's this big poster of Ninja 3, The Domination, which indicates how popular ninja movies were in the 80s. So you might expect somebody to come in and put some money to complete the movie in '84. But Fate had other ideas apparently. But yeah, they did a great job, and he also did a great job on the packaging, which is very similar to the Beastmaster. Really like the artwork by the Dude Designs. And yeah, let's take a look at the inside of this beautiful edition. So here is the Blu-ray, or at least the slipcover. And there's the keep case. Yeah, looks very, very nice. And of course you got this. Oh, here's the I Love New York Ninja there. And you got this booklet, A Tale of Two Ninjas, a story of how New York Ninja came to be, by Curtis Spieler, where he explains how, you know, this all happened, how it all began. But yeah, it was very entertaining. Very entertaining. Oop. Yep, very, very nice edition indeed. So yeah, again, they did a marvelous job with this you know, forgotten movie. I think you could call it New York Ninja. And the last one I got from Vinegar Syndrome is Forgotten Jolly Volume 4. Of course, I had to get this one. Now these contains, you know, more erotic giallo films, if I can get them out. So you got the first one. Can I even show this? Or yeah, I think this is this is a little risque, but I think it is acceptable. Arabella, Black Angel. Can I show you the back? Yeah, I can. And this is the sister of Ursula. Yeah. And the final one is The Killer Is Still Among Us. A little graphic picture there. Yep, very nice. Very nice. Forgotten Gialli, Volume 4. Moving on to Benedetta by Paul Verhoeven. No, I cannot show you the woman's nipple under my thumb. Women's nipples are verboten on YouTube. Men's nipples, no problem about that. But women's nipples, no, sirree. We cannot have that now, can we? Anyway, Benedetta. I really liked it. I thought it was a mesmerizing slice of non-exploitation and outstanding performance by Virginie Evera. There was some controversy when it premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. Of course, I mean, it is a Paul Verhoeven film after all. You know, a Paul Verhoeven film without controversy is not a Paul Verhoeven film. But it also meant the end of the professional relationship between Verhoeven and screenwriter Gerard Soeterman, who wrote most of Verhoeven's Dutch films and also Flesh and Blood. I don't know if it's permanently the end of their professional relationship, but at least Soeterman distanced himself from the movie because he was not satisfied with the direction that Verhoeven was going with it. He wanted the movie to be more political. You know, he wanted to fully focus on how Benedetta came to power. Verhoeven wanted that as well, but he also wanted to focus, dirty old man that he is, on the sex. And you know what? He does have a point. I mean, if you're going to do a movie about lesbian nuns, you gotta have some sex in it, right? But it's not like they had a fight or anything like that. They just, didn't see eye to eye. But anyway, I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Benedetta, ooh la la. Now here's a great film you've probably never heard of before. I'm pretty sure most of you have never heard of it. I have never even heard of it until the Blu-ray was announced. The Farmer, a very obscure revenge movie. In fact, it's so obscure that it was considered lost for over 40 years. It came out in 1977, and after that it kind of disappeared, never to be seen again until now. It never had a DVD release. Perhaps there were bootlegs floating around. And I don't think it was available on VHS, although I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong about that. But the point is, it's back after 4 decades, thanks to Scorpion releasing. And I quite enjoyed it. Gary Conway, who also produced the film, is excellent as the title character. He plays a soldier who comes home after serving in World War II and discovers that the local bank wants to foreclose his family's farm, and well, you can pretty much read the synopsis on here. But yeah, it's a long lost and forgotten gem that has finally been taken out of obscurity. Great film, and I really like the ending. The ending was a nice surprise. The Farmer. I picked up The Rock. I've been meaning to upgrade it to blue, but I keep forgetting about it until the Critical Drinker talked about the movie in one of his recent After Hours reviews. I always enjoy his content. He's one of my favorite film critics on YouTube. I'll put the link to that particular video below. But it reminded me of finally getting this movie on Blu-ray. I have the Criterion DVD for over 20 years now, so it was time for an upgrade. But this is still Michael Bay's best movie, if you ask me. I don't think he will ever top it. I could be wrong, of course, but I really doubt it if he ever going to make a better movie than The Rock. So yeah, happy to finally have it in my Blu-ray collection, The Rock. And last but not least, I got this Ultimate Collector's gift set of Ghostbusters. Unfortunately, mine did not arrive intact. There are a few damages, and let me show you. Let's take this off, and well, you can already see this little crack down there, and this is pretty much broken as well. It's really mainly the doors that has these little cracks and tears. I'm surprised that it wasn't even more damaged. I got it from Amazon, and it was shipped in a bag. Not in a cardboard box, but in a fucking bag. What kind of an idiot would send this in a bag? I mean, I was afraid that this might happen, knowing Amazon's reputation, but I never expected this to be shipped in this bag. So I contacted Amazon. I did not want to return it. It's sold out, so I cannot get a replacement. But the damages are minimal, and the contents, which matters the most, of course, are intact. So I wanted to keep it, and they offered me partial refund, which I accepted. And I just found out that the lights inside doesn't work anymore. It used to work, but not anymore. Oh well, I shouldn't be complaining that much about it, especially comparing to, all the shit that's going on in the world right now. Anyway, here is the one that started it all, which looks really good in 4K. Nice slipcover there. Yeah. Very nice. And here is Ghostbusters 2, which, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated sequels ever made. And then we have, of course, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I really liked it. It's not the Ghostbusters 3 that I wanted it to be, but at least we got a Ghostbusters 3. And I never thought we were going to get one, especially after the death of Harold Ramis. And, for years and years they tried to get Ghostbusters 3 off the ground. Dan Aykroyd wrote several drafts of what was going to be called Ghostbusters Hellbent, where the guys goes to hell, or they go to a hellish version of Manhattan, fighting the devil himself. There is a video on YouTube that fully explains the history and the different versions of Ghostbusters 3 throughout the years. I'll find that video and put the link in the description. But yeah, I liked Afterlife. I thought the final 10-15 minutes were great, and it was great, of course, seeing the guys back together again after more than 30 years. And also, it was a wonderful emotional tribute to Harold Ramis, and now to Ivan Reitman as well. Here is the two bonus discs, which contains material that has never been shown before. So I can't wait to sit down and watch the entire stuff. And here we have this very nice reproduction of making Ghostbusters. There's Ivan Reitman, Harold Ramis, R.I.P. gentlemen. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff on here. A lot of great behind the scene pictures here. There's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah, this looks really good. There's Slimer there. This looks very, very nice. Yeah, very nice indeed. And here are the digital download codes for those who are interested. And it also includes the 2016 version. You most likely have heard about it. The director of the 2016 version was not happy that his movie wasn't available in this set. Not physically anyway. They only added the digital version later on, which is fine by me. I mean, I can throw this away. But I think Tony did the right thing by not including the physical copy of Ghostbusters 2016, because it's a parody. That's how I see it anyway. And parodies does not go together with the original films. It's like having a Blu-ray set of the airport movies, but it also includes the airplane movies. You know what I mean? And that doesn't seem right, does it? That's how I look at it anyway. Ghostbusters 2016 does not belong with the other ones. I've seen the movie. I actually gave it a chance, and it wasn't as bad as some people say it was, but it wasn't good either. And it was definitely not funny. I recently saw the original again, and it still makes me laugh. This one did not make me laugh at all. It was just not funny. But yeah, anyway, that is it for my February update. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.